Higher levels of stress hormones will cause progesterone to dip. But when you have higher levels of glucocorticoids and norepinephrine, think of norepinephrine as like adrenaline, like it's surging through your body. You're getting you going, right? That's why people feel so alert when they're fasting, because their body is surging oftentimes with stress hormones. All right, that's not the only reason, but I'm being fair, right? Part of it is that you're not using an energy for digestion. So that's also helpful for energy, right? We want to look at both sides. So what happens is when the body produces those stress hormones from the HPA axis, the hypothalamus telling the pituitary gland, telling your adrenals, hey, produce norepinephrine, we're stressed. Produce glucocorticoids, we're stressed, we're in fight or flight. What does it do? It actually starts to then slow thyroid production, or it stops thyroid T4 from becoming the active form of thyroid hormone called T3, right? Can be converted to reverse T3. So now we have lower progesterone, and we have lower thyroid. Well, what does that mean? Well, no big deal for a day or so. But what happens over weeks? Over weeks, it lowers your metabolism and it dysregulates your menstrual cycle. So now women are retaining more water, gaining more weight, having more difficulty losing weight, getting frustrated, they're lower mood, they are trending more towards depression, they have less ambition, less drive, less libido, their muscle tone isn't as great, and their skin starts to get thinner, may even get some adult acne and thinning hair. And I've worked with so many women, and they're like, yeah, well, that perfectly describes me. And I say, well, here's the thing. The good news is this. We know exactly why that happens. I mean, like, that's the good news. The bad news is it does happen, but it's actually a protective mechanism from the body saying we need to slow metabolism so now you can survive on less calories, right? That's part of the reason why. And we need to dysregulate or just lower sex hormones so that you're not going to get pregnant, because the environment that you're living in is not a safe environment. You're in a stressed environment, and that's probably not good for the child coming into this world. So what do we need to do? Well, we just reverse engineer it. And we use, we use a couple different things. And first, if possible, we lab test, and then we're going to give the thyroid a little support. We're going to use something like full spectrum magnesium. We're going to use something like Adrenal Soothe. We're going to use maybe estrogen balance if there's estrogen dominance. And we're going to give the body more micronutrients, B vitamins, more nourishment so that it feels like, oh, okay, we're getting all of our nutrients. And then we're going to use reverse dieting that I've done on our previous podcast to slowly increase the caloric intake and slowly increase some carbs, because carbohydrates are the only macronutrient that cuts cortisol and stress.